Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm here with my 4th month Hairfinity update. Yay! Okay, so it's been 4 months and I am a little bit behind on the videos because I have footage that I do for like the length checks, and then I have like life going on and a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. Apologies. I just want to go through the questions and do the FAQ like I did last time, and of course I'm going to do a length check. This time I actually do have a length check, so I'm definitely going to be able to show you the growth. But I just have to talk to you guys about another like real life issue that is kind of affecting me and I just don't know what to do. So okay, I'm in my 5th month right now as far as the hair growth vitamins go, and I just took my hair down from a puffy twist style. And usually when I take my hair down from extensions, like my ends really need to be trimmed, and I feel like my ends are like dying for a trim. But I'm torn because when I did my trim in the beginning of the Hairfinity journey, I believe it was during right after like month 1, I think I did the trim, and a lot of people commented saying, you know, you should have waited to do the trim so that we could see the overall growth. And I had responded back saying that I understand how someone who's just looking to measure like from point A to point B would feel that way, but from the perspective of someone who talks about healthy hair practices and also lives healthy hair practices, it doesn't make sense that if I need a trim to not get that trim. So I did mention, okay, I wasn't going to get another trim until, you know, the very end of the journey, but I put the puffy twist in that some of you may have noticed in my recent videos, and since doing that I really need a trim. And so I'm torn because do I want to wait another month and a half before I actually get a trim and have to deal with, you know, my results of my hair not looking so awesome in the name of sharing, you know, the length growth to you guys? Or does it make sense to do what feels right and what is realistic in terms of like a healthy hair journey? And even though I'm taking hair growth vitamins, you know, actually getting my hair trimmed, because on the one hand, I feel like you can see that my hair is growing. So if I don't take a length check from day 1 to day 6 and it's the exact full length check, does that in any way compromise the results of Hairfinity? I don't know if you guys feel that way. You know, let me know what you guys think, and you know, what you think would be the best decision for me given the circumstances. Oh, I'm so torn. And the other thing I'm thinking is, you know, well, don't do the trim, because it does make a difference to some people to see if it was, you know, in 6 months, if it was like 6 inches, or was it only 2 inches or whatever. And so, you know, I'm stuck there with that. So definitely help me out with that, okay?
shit, you just chillin' so pristine. You just need less drama and more Bellinis. More truffles, a little weed, roaming through the city in search of shit to believe in. You just want some freedom.
All right, well, I just want to remind you that I am still raising money for March of Dimes. I haven't gotten any donations recently. I hope that these little mini reminders aren't going on deaf ears and that it's truly because it's the holidays and people just don't have the money to give. But I just want to remind you that every dollar counts. Even if you just donate $1 right now, click on my link in the description box. It makes a difference. It helps me get towards my goal. My goal is $5,000. I'm a little over $2,000 with the support of many of you, but there's so many of you watching these videos that if just every single one of you said, I'm going to give 50 cents, I'm going to give $1, I would have made my goal a very long time ago. So I'm asking you, please make a donation. I'm a mother of 2 high-risk babies. Every day there's babies that are being born too early, not ready to come out, and March Dimes helps to raise awareness so that we can have the tests and we can have the medicine and we can have an understanding as to why this is happening, so our babies have more time being spent in the womb where they're cooking and developing appropriately. Okay, all right, let me get to these questions for the FAQ like I promised. Okay, someone commented about being confused because after cutting my hair off, I said that I didn't want long hair. I didn't want length, but prefer short hair. Why go through the trouble of cutting my healthy hair off only to try and grow it again? That doesn't make sense. She doesn't get it. Well, I think the confusion is because Endufine is because you may not have been aware of why I cut my hair off. I didn't cut my hair off because I wanted short hair. I cut my hair off because I had hair damage, and it made more sense for me to cut it off, go into a nice funky trendy style to not feel so down about the fact that I had hair damage versus keeping it long, and then every time I style it I have to be reminded of the fact that my hair is damaged because the way that it looks and falls and the styles that I get, my results are all messed up. So I cut my hair for hair damage, and when I cut it I realized that I did not need to have long hair to feel beautiful or, you know, to feel complete. But then I decided I wanted to grow my hair back out because short hair was a lot of work. It was less about me saying, okay, now I want longer hair. And it was more about me discussing the fact that my short hair was too time consuming at this time in my life with 2 small children. The maintenance is a lot. You have to keep getting the sides cut so that you can maintain the tapered cut. And now fast forward 10 months after having my daughter, I wanted to start Hairfinity to see if it could help me fast forward through postpartum shedding. And that's something that I haven't talked a lot about in the past 2 months when I've been making these videos, but your comment reminded me about that the fact that I'm taking the hair vitamins is truly and surely more so about the hair growth from the postpartum shedding that I had suffered around my edges, and I'll show that, and less about the actual hair growth. But as someone who is in the eye of the public and who is constantly talking about any product, I felt like it made sense to do the link check so that you could see and make a decision on your own about whether or not you want to use the product. And so I feel like that element of it is important because you should be able to make an educated decision. But I'm not sure where your comment, but that I figured that was probably what you were missing from your comment, is that you just, maybe you didn't realize why I cut my hair. It wasn't just because I wanted short hair, I wanted a funky taper cut. It was because I needed to cut my hair off so that it could grow back healthy. And yes, my goal is health, which is why I'm so torn about not trimming, so that I can share with you all the length results over the 6 months. And let me definitely show you the shedding. Okay, so we've zoomed up, and here is my edges, and you probably don't see any problem, and I would definitely 100% say that my edges look really good. And I had shown in my month 1 Hairfinity video how my edges were coming out, and so they're not 100% perfect. I'll show you it here. You can probably see here it's growing back. This is all a result of the postpartum shedding, but for any mom who suffered from postpartum shedding, you know that all of this area just goes bald. You know, here right above it is the longer hair. So all of this area just goes bald, and you have to start growing it back. So yeah, it's definitely grown back. And it's grown back so much that you really can't even tell that there's a problem when you look at the hairline. Okay, so this question was from One Pearl, and she said, how would you compare the prenatal vitamins with Hairfinity? And that's a great question, because I get asked a lot about are they different than any other vitamin? And my one thing with the main response I have as far as like prenatal is that your prenatal vitamins is chock full of nutrients for your unborn fetus. Its purpose is not hair growth. And pregnant women experience lots of hair growth during their pregnancy, not because they're taking prenatal vitamins, because there's an increase of hormones and a reduction in hair shed while a woman is pregnant. So I don't think it makes sense for you to take prenatal vitamins for hair growth. Do that for your baby, and if you're not pregnant, then you want to try something like a Hairfinity for hair growth. Latanya Valentine asked, how do I take my dosage? Do I take one in the morning and the other one at night, or both at once? I take them both at once. I just put both pills in my mouth, swallow them down with water, and I'm done. Latanya Valentine asked, how do I take my dosage? Do I take one in the morning and the other one at night, or both at once? I take them both at once. I just put both pills in my mouth, swallow them down with water, and I'm done. Clover Hines asked, what's the biggest or more noticeable diet or health change you've had since starting Hairfinity? Since starting Hairfinity, I've been more serious about my diet. So I work out 5 days a week. I wasn't doing that before. And I eat really clean. I very seldomly eat out anymore, or fried foods or anything like that. I've been eating like super clean. What is 6E for Life asks, what is the best time of day to take the pill for the best results? Honestly, I didn't see anything saying when to take it. Like, it doesn't say when. It just says take 2 capsules daily as a dietary supplement. It doesn't say like when to take it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just take them in the morning. I just feel like it just makes more sense for me in the morning. Take it to begin my day after a late, you know, a 6 to 8 hour fast. It just makes sense to take it for me in the morning. Please subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every couple of days. If you have any questions, leave them below. And as always, I love you for watching. Bye.